a princess to a queen, finding a way. With each flap of her wings, learning to sway. Following her heart on a breeze so tight, she faced the storm with all her might. Started off shaky, but she learned to soar. With the strength of a king, she wanted more. Riding the wind, breaking every chain. No longer afraid of a little rain. She's the queen of the skies, touching the sun. Every flight's a story, every battle won. Reign with power and a fearless vibe, reigning the heavens to kingdom wide. No cloud too high, no night too long. With every struggle, she's only strong. Through wind and thunder, she'd never fall. Her courage echoing in an endless call. Grace in a feather is fire in her eyes, carving her path across the skies. Lifted above where the eagles rest, in the vault of the heavens, that she's truly blessed. She's the queen of the skies, touching the sun. Every flight's a story, every battle won. Reign with power and a fearless vibe, reigning the heavens, a kingdom wide. Reigning the heavens, her kingdom wide.
Hello, my friends. Thank you for joining me tonight. Hello, Miss Deborah and Kimberly and Sally, Miss Terry, and Jenny's in the house. And hello, Miss Angela. Welcome in. Thank you all for being here tonight. Unfortunately, our Mel is having a bad headache day, so she is not going to be joining us. So hopefully we can rock on without her. I made a couple different versions of my song when I was playing with the AI song generator, and that is the second version that I decided to make a video with. So it's a lot of fun, but it's like, for me, it's kind of frustrating because I can't remember what I did the last time. Like, it's familiar. I know I've done this before, but then I have to refigure it out. So it's not as hard the second time as it was the first time. So maybe the third time it'll be really, very easy. So yes, we are definitely sending lots of positive energy and all love and light to our Mel. Hopefully her head will stop hurting her very, very soon. I have not been yarning the last couple days. I have actually put a couple puzzles together. Last night after we got home, went to rigmarole, I got 2 300-piece puzzles put together, and I started on a 600-piece puzzle this morning prior to heading out to breakfast and going to bed. So I was working on that for a little bit before coming live tonight. I'm hoping to finish it up later tonight, and then tomorrow I am due to get some fabric. It is now the most expensive fabric I have ever bought. It was $35 for just enough to make the bag that was ordered. It was about a half a yard piece. It cost me $35. Oh, ridiculous. but it will make my customer happy, and that will make me happy. So it's worth it. Yeah, I'm making some Star Wars puzzles for the king for him to hang up out in the game room. And the legendary Fiber Floozy is in the house. Hello, Miss Chill. How are you tonight, sweetheart? Thank you for stopping by and leaving a thumb. I appreciate. Sorry, got a fiber on my nose. It's driving me crazy. And I posted the yarn that was left over after the sale. Hello, Miss Lisa. How are you tonight? If you're not busy and you want to come up, you're more than welcome. But I know a lot of times on Tuesdays you are out and about, so I didn't want to bother you. If you do want to come up, just let me know and I will send you over the link. But I had to clean the table off last night, which meant put the bags back away from the sale. Um, and I finally found the yarn that I misplaced. I thought, I knew because I made all the labels. Yes, Miss Mel is having a bad migraine today, so she is not going to be able to join us, unfortunately. Um, but one of the yarns that initially was purchased at the live sale by Mel, she decided that she wanted one of the other yarns instead. So we swapped them. It was no big deal. Well, I made all the labels, the printed part of the labels up with all the names of all the yarns. And by the time I got done, I still had a label left. And I'm like, oh no, did I label something wrong? And I knew I had printed one or two labels a couple times because I printed them wrong or something. So I reprinted it. So I thought, okay, maybe that was one of those because, memory of a goldfish. I couldn't remember which ones I did doubles of, which ones I didn't. Well, I finally found that yarn, so I know for sure I didn't mess anyone's order up and give them the wrong yarn or give them an extra yarn. So there is one more that I need to take a picture of, and I will add that to, or I guess I'll probably make a new post because a couple of the yarns that was initially posted have sold. But the yarn that I found, whoo, it's got black fuzzies on it from the bag yet. Goodness sakes, that bag was shedding. Was the earth and water yarn. So we have this one left over. We also have marigold left over. Fairy's Garden, which I think Fairy's Garden and Water and Earth would look really, really pretty together in a project. And it even, if you could even push it as far as going with dancing fairies along with them, because the colors, there's colors in common in all three. And then we have hibiscus left. Hello, Miss Eden, and congratulations on winning, sweetheart. As soon as I figure out the Amazon Australia, or I find something over here, I will mail over there because the Amazon Australia has been a pain in the tuchus. So I might just end up picking you out something and sending it on over to you guys. And I have more yarn, bare yarn on the way. I have another 20 hanks inbound. Hopefully it'll be here in the next couple of days. And I ordered a little bit more colors. I found some bigger bottles of liquid food coloring. So I'm going to give those a try. Hopefully they will look as beautiful on the yarn as they do in the pictures of the cakes and candies that I've seen made with them. Awesome, Miss Lisa. I will send you the link over. And you're most welcome Eden. I appreciate you coming over and watching the channel and spending time with me. Leaving a comment. That means a lot. It really helps the channel out a lot. Come on, open up. Here we go. And very much love you guys too, Lisa. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much, Miss Deborah. I appreciate it. You know, I didn't want to go that early because I knew some people would be at work. But then when I realized that Dee and I were scheduled at the exact same time, I knew there was just absolutely no way that um, I could or would want to compete with Dee. I didn't. That's the last thing I want to do is compete with anybody. I mean, granted, there's going to be other people. We're going to do things in common, right? But I just don't want to have issues like that. You know, I don't want to step on my friend's toes. Miss
Hello.
Lisa.
Got a different scenery, so you're not looking out my window.
Oh,
I'm in
okay.
my
There we
bedroom,
go.
but I had to get rid of the mattress because it had a big hole in it.
Oh
So
no.
I've got a I went to our Bunnings, which is like your Lowe's or Tractor Supply, and I brought a fold up table.
Well, there you go.
So yes, I got everything set up on my table. So that's why now you get to see the wall. Hey, everyone that's coming, but I have got. So that's why you got a wall. It's blank, but I do have one thing there, as you can tell.
There you go.
But I am going to get some more little hooks and put some more little
There you
things there.
go.
So yeah, when that comes, I'm sorry about you having trouble with Amazon.
It's, you know, it's probably something I'm doing incorrectly. I've never shopped on another country's Amazon before,
Yeah,
you
that's what
know,
I said to
so
Eden. Yeah.
I'm like,
Yes.
oh, hello, Miss Lydia. How are you, sweetheart?
Hi, Lydia. That's what I said to Eden, because if you don't shop on another country's Amazon, it does make it hard.
Yeah, it just
Hard.
keeps
So,
telling me to check available options. So I click on that and then it tells me it's not available where I'm at. And I'm like, I'm not trying to buy it for where I'm at. I'm trying to buy it for somewhere someone else is at.
yeah. I mean, I know Jerry has ordered off my Amazon that, but I don't know what
Well, maybe
how
I'll
he,
contact Jerry and see if he can do it and I'll PayPal him and he can.
yeah, and I don't know how he done it, but I do know when I was having my Amazon be dropped on my, when I do lives, Jerry went to go and buy something, and it was him and Dawn who showed me how to put it properly. I was missing doing was it the HTT dots or whatever, but they talked me through it, but I don't know how he sent the book, so
Yeah, I'll
I
get
don't
a
know.
hold of Dawn and him and I'm sure
Yeah,
one of them will be able to help me out. I
and
didn't
that's
even
what
think
made
about
me.
that.
Yeah, and then that's what made me say, well, if I put something on my Amazon, would that help? But then when you said you had the same problem, I've gone, oh, okay, because like you, I haven't ordered anything for anybody in that country. So sorry, I couldn't help you. Because when you said Eden went back over and had a look, she forgot to put her address in her one. So she fixed it up. She did everything like what it was on my one. And that's why I said try now. But then when you said, oh, I went, oh, that'd be right. So, but yeah, that was Yeah, because because I always will try and watch to see who wins, and it's nice to see who wins.
Yeah.
It's exciting. It gets very, very exciting. So no Mel tonight. She's not well.
No, she's having a migraine today. She said she woke
Oh,
up with one. They just wouldn't leave her alone today. So she was going to lay back down, and I told her, that's what she needs to do for sure,
yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Because when you get those migraines, they're shocking.
They really are. I
They're
used to fight
shocking.
with migraines really, really bad. And luckily, since I've moved to South Carolina, it hasn't been near as bad.
Yeah. Yeah, Eden suffers bad with them, so we know what she's going through. So, and Lara gets them, and my mum got them when she was alive. The four of us that when we were in the same house, I was the only one that never got them.
Oh my goodness.
So you would have thought I would have got one, but yeah, no, I don't. But yeah, I know what Mel's going through. They're shocking. They are horrible. So, and one thing is, you guys can't see me knitting.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what are you knitting on? Oh, that's pretty blue. Bella would love that blue.
It is called Saxe. Saxe. If I turn you this way, you get to see the pattern I'm doing.
Oh, that's pretty.
So, and then I had a bit of white left. And how I worked it out I do 20 blocks in one color. I do the white because it breaks the color. But that white was only all I had left. I got more white, but I didn't want to get off my backside to get more white.
That's
So
fair.
now, so now I'm finished offing with the sacks. So I'm on the last 20 blocks now, but this is all I got left of the blue.
There you go.
So if not, I do have more white. And maybe this will be getting sold at a market that we'll have on our estate that it's been done in our July school holidays. So thanks, Lydia.
Oh,
You know what? Our yarn, I don't have a full bull on me because when you read the label, it'll used to just tell us the lot number and the color number. And so when I've sent some to Cynthia, she'd say only a lot number and a color, but now they're starting to put the colors on them so you know what's what. But there was one I did the other day in Shiraz, and I thought, well, if I drank wine, yeah, I'll have a Shiraz, but I don't feel like a Shiraz. But it's that real deep red.
oh, yummy.
Actually, I might be able to show you. Hang on, I'll be back. I know where I can grab my hands on one. I'll be back.
Okay, I'll wait for you. The Crafty Gypsy. I know your name, but it's escaping me, sweetheart. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Oh, I don't have it, the clarinet. I don't have the Shiraz. I must have used it all up. But I got one, which is
Yes.
another wine one, and it's called the clarinet. If you could, I'm not sure if you'd be able to. So
Yep.
that's that. It's not showing you the true color, but it is a red.
Very pretty.
But the Shiraz one is too dark. I feel like it's. How do you put it? When you're doing it in a scarf, it's like it feels like death.
Oh, it's like a blood red.
Yeah, and it feels like that's what I get. But someone else might think the opposite. But to me, it just I thought for a scarf for someone to wear, to me it feels like
Yeah,
it feels,
but a spooky lady like me might like something like that.
well, that's true. That is true. But I don't think I've got any more left because I think I've used it all up. But you wouldn't believe my room, because I thought I got rid of the mattress and got the table. I got that much yarn, it's not funny now. But it was on special, some of it I got, and I did get it for a purpose. And then Eden got me some for Mother's Day, and then I went and brought more because a lady I needed a blanket for gave me some discount vouchers, but you can only use it one per day. And the yarn was on special, the one that I want, $9 down to $6.
There you go.
So, and they make up pretty blankets, and the scarves turn out nicer, but they're not being touched. And if they do, they're going to next year's stash. They're
There
not
we
being
go.
classed as this year's. So, and that's what I got to do. I got to do another stash video. So, but yeah. Hey, the crafty gypsy. I forgot you said hello to me. So yeah, so that one will be. I'm going to send these to. This one's a fallen one. I'm going to send it up to my friend Thea in Queensland because I asked her if she could make me something, and I like to replace the yarn.
Well, that's sweet of you.
So, and the lady that I knit the blanket for, well, the last one I charged to $10, and someone said, "You're mad, I would have charged more." But I said, "Yeah, but she's giving me free yarn. So why would I charge her $20 if I'm getting free yarn?" So, but the yarn I sent up to my friend Thea. So I thought, well, she'll use it quicker than me. It's quicker for her too. So, yeah, I thought, yeah. Hey,
Hello,
Quilty.
Miss Quilty.
So I thought, well, you can have it. So I got so many projects to do and so little time to do it in.
Same. I was trying to clean up in here, and I got about 25 to 30% done, where I could have the live and everything. And things are up and I can walk around in here, but a lot of things got, just kind of stashed. So I still have to do the rest of the sorting and I still can't find my zipper foot for my sewing machine. That's a problem because I've got the fabric cut to make a couple cushions, and I've got the foam to make the cushions, and I can't find the stupid zipper foot. And I've got like 3 or 4 of them.
You know what? They're probably looking at you and laughing at you.
Probably.
Because that's what always happens. You put something down and you put it in a specific place where you know where it's going to be. You go to find it. Do you think you can find it? Yeah, no. I have that problem myself. So and whatnot. But eventually we find it. So one day.
Yeah. And Miss Wanda's trying to help me stash up faster than I can stash down. So
Yeah.
I have now got acrylic yarn in this room again. I haven't had acrylic yarn in this room in like 2 years.
Until I sent you some as well.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't think that was acrylic, was it? That wasn't acrylic those last 3. Oh, I did send you acrylic, the antique rose one.
So,
Yeah.
So now I have yarn in here again, but we'll get it. I'm not complaining. I love it. I will make something special with that yarn, for me, and will love it very, very much. I had to giggle when I ended up having to put yarn in this room. I'm like, stash down has been a thing for like 3 years. And I've been actually doing it for like 5 years.
Yeah, well, I had 2 plastic containers full of yarn plus bags. So I finally got the bags down, and I managed to get from 1 tub to 1 tub. Now the bags have come back with more yarn in it, which is good because there's always something to make. And I was at Knitting Club on Friday, which would have been your Thursday night. The lady came in and said, "Can you make a yarn bomb?" And I go, "Oh, you mean a tree hugger?" And she goes, "I've never heard it being called a tree hugger before." And I said, "Yeah," and said because I think I don't know if I think it's New York where you has it around. You know how you so they got a playground here on the estate. They want to do the trees with some knitted or crochet things around it to make it look a bit more playful for the children, a bit more exciting.
Awesome.
So yeah, I got plenty of scrap, and I'll always have scraps. So yeah, so I got that on the go, using like the yarn that I sent you because I had scraps. As you can look, I'll show you there's my scrap ball. So that will be gone doing something. So yeah. See,
Awesome.
that's how much white I had left. But I do have more.
And Miss Ellen got her yarn today. That is awesome.
Yeah.
And welcome in, Miss Ellen.
Black
Yes.
cherry yarn. I've never heard of black cherry yarn.
It was when I died. I actually
Oh.
I got black to work, which is awesome. That doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
And then I did a nice pink with it, and I called it black cherry, which is
Oh, black
one of
and
my
pink.
favorite ice creams.
I like black and pink together. They are two beautiful colours together.
Yeah.
They really are. Black cherry.
Yeah, I had all but one package of yarn went out Friday morning when I
Wow.
had the live sale Thursday.
You were a
And
busy
everyone's
lady.
bags went out Friday morning. The only package that did not go out Friday morning was because we were still communicating on how to get paid and addresses and stuff like that. So theirs went out the next morning.
Morning, yeah. Hey, but yeah, you did what you did. You did. Sounds like you did well because I think you had your live when I might have been in bed.
Probably.
Or when I did see it, you'd already finished and I could have been out. Oh, I think you might have had it and I would have been at knitting club.
Yeah, it was like 4:30 in the afternoon here because I didn't want to, be at the same time as Dee from Dee's Creative Hands because she was also doing a live yarn sale. And so, I didn't want to compete with her,
Yeah.
not that I can. She's way bigger than I am, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing when two of you are going on the same day and you want to, Hi Tracy.
Hello,
You
Miss
know,
Tracy.
it's hard, isn't it, and especially those who know certain channels do great work and everything, and
Yeah.
does make it very, very hard to do. And it's like you say, there's Tuesdays where I'd love to come up on when Mel's not here, and if I've got to go out somewhere, it does make it hard because I do want to come up and spend time with you and that. So, but you're lucky because I've already been out this morning because we've had just come off a long weekend. It was the King's birthday weekend apart from Western Australia and Queensland because they have theirs later in the year. So we just come off the King's birthday weekend. I'm thrilled, aren't I, about it? I wish we didn't have to. Oh. But so because you don't get post office open because being a public holiday, so I have to go over today and compete against 50 million and one people trying to pay bills.
That's
So
the one great thing about having the ability to do like the pirate ship from home. Like there was one person that ended up making a purchase well after the live, right? And I was in a live stream she was on, and she decided to make the purchase. And then I had asked her for her address because I was making shipping labels and packing orders as I was in that live, just lurking and listening as I do. And she's like, already? Already? And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to ship out in the morning before I go to bed. And she was all excited. I'm like, that's one thing about me is I know people tell me, oh, you don't have to rush. You don't have blah, blah, blah. Take your time. Don't worry yourself. I do. My customers to me are number one, uno. That's it.
yeah.
Anything I'm doing is
You want to pass
second,
me? I'm just talking need while I'm listening to you. Pass me the sticky tape there, and you might need to get me one underneath the windowsill for me. You'll see behind the curtain on this end. Yeah, Sorry, she's asked me to sticky tape up her. She likes these chips. Oh, sorry about the noise. They're called Blackstone
Oh,
chips, and they come in sea salt, honey soy chicken, sea salt, balsamic vinegar, sweet chili. So she asked if I sticky tape it up, so that way when it goes in the bin, it's less room in the bin. But I'll put my mic on mute so you don't have to
okay.
listen to it.
Yeah, that's one thing I just have to. And it's been beaten into me since I've been young that, when you are hired to do a job, you do it as quick as you can and the best as you can. And I've always taken that to heart. So when I get an order, if it is possible for me to get it done right then and there, I will drop anything I'm personally doing, outside of having to take care of, making dinner and stuff like that. I have to live. But if I have time where I can be free time, that time is devoted to whatever it is my customer needs. And that's how I do things. And that's not to say that other people need to do it that way or whatever. That is just how I personally
But you got to
feel
do
best.
what's best for you. You got to
Yeah.
work what's best for you. But I don't know if we can do that. I don't know if we can do that here, have those pirate ships. But I'm one of these. I like to go to the post office and pay. And it's. I don't know. I think I just find it exciting to see it being shipped off and whatnot
Right.
and that. So. But yeah, by the time I did that, and then I thought, oh well, I'm going to sit there because we have a Subway at our local shopping centre. Oh, most of our shopping centres have them anyway. And I thought, oh, I'm going to sit there and have a Subway. And then I brought home some of their Subway cookies because we've got Anzac biscuits. I know you guys don't have them, but it's for our Anzacs that went off the war. That's why it's Australian and New Zealand Army Corps, and it's
Mm-hmm.
Anzac. So they have biscuits, and what sells, it goes back to our RSLs for our return services league and that. So I got 6. If you get 6 in a box, it costs us $6. So I brought 6. So Eden and I had 3 when we came, 3 each when I came home with a coffee. And then I brought some choc chip ones because Lara volunteers at the op shop. So I thought I'll go and buy a choc chip ones for her and the supervisor so they can have a bit of morning tea together. So for $12 for 12 biscuits, I'm not complaining because it works out to $1 each.
That's not bad at all.
So Eden and I had that before, and then when I looked at the time, I've gone, oh yeah, Bridget will be live. And I said to Eden, Bridget will be live. And the time just sneaks away. So, and I knew I had a bit of time to come up because I do have a residence meeting to go to, and that's not till 1:00 my time. So that's what I said. Yeah, I've got a little bit of time before I've got to dart back out again. So, but I do
Yeah.
like Anzac biscuits. Them and shortbread biscuits. And my yummy my go-to biscuits.
I like oatmeal and raisin.
I don't know if I've tried raisin ones, or if
They
I
have,
have, I can't remember.
they have
Hi,
lots of
Thea.
cinnamon. I love them. And hello,
Thea
Mr.
must
Mitra.
Thea must have heard her name being talked about a minute ago. So. But yeah, no, I do that, and I do love a good Anzac biscuit and shortbread. But the ones that you get from Subway, they're so nice and soft. So if you have they're normally meant to be sort of a bit hard and crispy, but if you got teeth problems, the ones from Subways are just nice.
Right.
Just nice to nibble on and chew, and and chew and chew. So, hey, nope. Hope it was all good chatter. Well, that's good. If you didn't know we were talking about you, then you don't know what I'm up to then.
And of course, it was good chatter because I don't allow all that gobbledygook over here.
Yep.
People get
It
upset
was,
with each other. You take care of that in private where it belongs.
yep, it was all good chatter. Oh, did I show you? I don't know if you watched the video. Thea's girls are learning to sew on the sewing
Awesome.
machine, and one made a bag, one made scrunchies, but I can't show you the scrunchies because I've got them put away. And one of her little 10-year-old girl, I'll show you because they're just here. And Thea, so Thea knows the M&M one. Eden claimed it. Now her little 10-year-old daughter, hey Michael, sweetheart, her little 10-year-old daughter made a charm.
Oh, she did a great job.
She's doing a beautiful job. This is an Oreo one.
I like that one.
And there was an
Hello,
M&M
Michael.
one, but Eden claimed that one. And then she did the Love Heart one.
Oh,
So
nice.
she's doing such a... Now, just got to read the note. Hang on. The 15-year-old daughter is learning to sew. She sent me a Star Wars bag.
Awesome.
And then the older daughter, who's 19, she'd make same material but in scrunchies.
And she put a zipper in already. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So
Zippers
yeah,
are not easy.
she's done a beautiful job at it, and I'm just working out. And look, and even to a nice.
Oh, she even did the box bottom. That's awesome.
What amazing! They've done such a beautiful. All three girls, they've done amazing work, and I thought that's beautiful. Plus, I got a big Chewbacca Thea sent me, so I thought they'd done amazing work, and that so, which is good. I thought they were cute. They were really, really cute.
One of the puzzles I put together last night was Chewbacca standing on top of a stormtrooper.
Oh, wow, that would have been good to see.
I'll send you a picture later when I get it glued up.
Oh, that would be so awesome. That would be good. But her daughters, they're so to doing that. Your daughter should sell them at the market. I reckon they do well at the market. They are just so talented little girls.
These are the ones I'm doing right now. This is the one I'm currently working on.
Wow, 4 puzzles in one.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm glad you have crafty. I bought them more because I knew the king would like them after I get done.
Athea said that was her first zipper and box bottom. I knew Lisa would love to have it. Oh, I did. She did an excellent. Oh, she said she's glad she's got crafty girls. Well, you know what, Thea? More crafty they get, you never know. A Sunday market, they might be able to make a little bit of pocket money.
Yeah. Well, that and
good for them, Good on them.
To learn stuff like that, it's not only it's a confidence builder. It's also a rather important life skill. You don't have to throw everything away.
No, that's right. But the thing is, as you say, Bridget, and mastering a zipper. God, I'm probably 4 times her age, and I wouldn't even know how to do a zipper.
It's not necessarily hard, but it's finicky, and you really have to think about it, like as far as what direction to lay it down on the fabric. Because when at first you want to lay it, like with the zipper facing up, and if you do that, you're going to have a zipper that's inside out.
Yeah, I agree. See that. They just said our plan is to do a market eventually, but with my partner being bedridden, it's just too long to be out of the house at one time. I do pop them up on eBay and Etsy and every now and again. Oh, that's good, but that makes it hard for Thea too, with her partner not being able to
Right.
be away for such a long time too. But you never know, they might take off on Etsy and eBay and even try Marketplace too. And if people on Marketplace want them, we learned that because Eden wanted to sell something and we told them they had to come to my house because we just didn't want anybody saying, yeah, we'll want them and make out they're going to pay when they don't pay.
Right.
So that's what we did because I thought, well, that's not fair on Eden because she's trying to, like everyone, make a little bit of money on the side,
Right.
so. But yeah, but try that too. Try Marketplace because there's always a lot of sales on Marketplace too. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I've tried Marketplace a few times. I haven't had much luck for crafty stuff on there because most people, when they're on Marketplace, they want used prices. They want you to give them away. Give them things, and I'll take no money before I'll give someone something worth money for nothing at all.
yeah. But the thing is, like with your bags, or if anyone knits and crochets, if you're going to give them more, like I like it because when I was doing it, like donating it, because then I know that charity was they knew the causes that they wanted to give it to. That I don't mind, and I still don't mind. But it's when I want to sell it. I'm sorry, but it's cost me what $4.50 for a skein of yarn, and you want it for nothing. Yeah, sorry, because time I paid that yarn, I've sat here and it's taken me a few days to knit it up. You're not going to get it that cheap. For donations, I don't mind because I know they know places where to
Yep.
go. So yeah.
What you give of your heart is one thing. Like, it doesn't bother me whatsoever to take one of my hand-dyed yarns that I don't sell for under $60 a hank, other than a once in a great blue moon sale type situation. I'll give that away all day long. I've sent full hanks of yarn to quite a few of my friends and other podcasters that I watch, not necessarily having any interpersonal relationship whatsoever. I just wanted them to have some yarn. That doesn't bother me at all. But someone coming up and saying, hey, I'll give you $30 for that $60 ball of yarn, I'd light it on fire first.
Yeah.
That's just who I am. Because, it takes 12 to 14 hours on average to spin an entire hank of yarn at the thickness that I spin.
Yeah, and that's 14 hours out of your day that you'll never get back. And then that's 8 hours to dye it, to wash it, to dry it. So there's 22 hours. So you might as well say there's a day out of your life that you'll never ever get back.
Yep.
So. But Thea says yes, she'll try Marketplace.
Yeah.
But she said she's not on Facebook, but that's weird. But I don't think you have to be on Facebook to go on Marketplace, do you? I didn't think you.
I'm not sure how all that works. I don't particularly like Facebook. I have it. I go on there enough to check to see if there's any activity in my group page, and then I get off.
Yeah, I'm not on there. Like, yeah, God, I used to be on there all the time, and now, like, you get on, just see what's happening, and then off. But because we come under the Commonwealth, the whole page on my one's full of the royals. Thinking, yeah, I don't want to know. Out I go. Tell me something that Bridget's dyed up instead, or tell me something that Mel's done, or tell me something that, so and so. I don't want to know about the royals.
Right.
Bad enough being under them as the Commonwealth without having to have them on Facebook as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't ever get any of my friends' stuff on my feed. I get a bunch of people that I have no idea who they are and has nothing to do with anything I enjoy. So I just don't go on there. I go in, nothing going on in the group. Okay, time to go. And, I'll look at my messenger and see if anybody needed anything. But other than that, I got
I think I use Messenger more than I use Facebook, because that's more of my communication than anything else. And I don't know if you saw the video that I put up the other day when Trisha and I were talking, and she didn't realize she could change your
Mhm.
face on there. And she goes, "Oh, you've taught me something new." And I go, "I thought you knew how." Thinking, like, I shouldn't assume everybody knows how to do things. I said, "Yeah, I've known how to do that for ages." So
Yeah,
that's
I
why
know.
you. So she said, "Oh, you've learnt me something." So I said, "That's all right. I'll just take a couple of photos and I'll put up a little video, just so people know that, yeah, when you are talking to someone, yeah, you can have the muck around." And then it came to Trish had said to me about me with the curly curls on. She goes, "I didn't realise that was you." And she goes, "How'd you do that?" And I said, "Oh, yeah, you do this, this, and this." She goes, "Hang on, slow." So I had to show her I said, "I can do it on my phone. That's where I get it. The iPad, I can't, but the phone, I can." So I showed her. So she did one in a teacup one and posted it up. I said, I often throw a few of these little ones in between my knitting video, just to give someone a smile on their face for a couple of minutes.
Right.
Because I look at it, I don't know what that person's day is like. And if they see a little video that can put a smile on their face for 5 seconds, well, I know it makes someone happy for 5 seconds.
There you go.
Just you don't know what that person's going through, and if they've had a horrible day and they see a video like that, well, at least now, would you believe, Eden started to do it now. Because she didn't know she could do it on her phone, so now she can do it on her phone. So Eden's put some up as well. So hey, I know it's probably not for everyone, but you know what? If I can make someone laugh for 5 seconds, that's all it is. It's just having fun,
Yeah.
enjoying life, and be positive, more positive than a negative. So,
Hallelujah.
just to sort of, because if I'm having a horrible day and someone puts up a video like that, I know I'm going to laugh at it.
Right.
Because,
Hey, I find humor in that kind of stuff. Seeing other people do it, I can't. Nope, not me.
is it? See, I know, it's, I know, like I said, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I'll show you what I mean. I'm on silent. Just in case anybody, if you've got, mine's an iPhone, that's why I know I can do it. But in here, you see how down the bottom you've got here for the plus sign?
Mm-hmm.
I click on that and it'll come up like this. See how I've got here?
Okay.
And I click on the effects. So if I click on here, see how I get all the things?
See, I don't never click on any of the things.
All their little all these little things here. I can
Right.
pick what I want and how I want. See, and I've done the biscuit. I've done this one. There's a few there, and there was one there. I did, and poor Fia, it scared the crap out of her. I said, "Sorry, I make sure now if I do one, if I like it and I see it, I'll say to Nick, I'm not doing it because I don't want to be scaring Thea. Because now that I know if something like that scares her, I'll go, nah, I'll look for something else. Because I want people to be able to, enjoy having a laugh, not
Right.
So I don't do it. But I don't have Snapchat, so that's the only thing I don't have is Snapchat. So I just that's what we do. So If anyone sort of if anyone
Right,
has,
Thea, I agree. You never know what button's gonna make it go boom.
well, like a lady I worked with said, you can never break the computer unless you try something. If that doesn't work, you know not to go that way again. But I just find that just fun. Just I don't know. I had one comment. Someone said, "How stupid." So you know what I did? Removed, because to me, sorry, love, you don't know what that other person that's watched the video is going through.
Yeah,
So
and some people just gotta be icky just to be icky. So
yeah. So I thought, yeah, you can be removed. Sorry, love, because I don't need that bad negativity when I'm trying to brighten someone's life up.
yeah.
So they said, you do whatever you want, Lisa. No, no, no. I am not putting scary ones up because I don't want to be scaring my friend Thea. No. So no, no, and no. So yeah. I want Thea to keep coming back. Oh, Thea, you know what? I didn't show you what else Thea sent me either. Look, she sent me a knit and pearl pet.
Oh, that chicken is cute.
But was it in this one that I saw? Was it in this? I don't think it was in this one. No, I think it was in this one. It was in this one. Knit and square and make a toy. So you're knitting squares and it makes the toys. And I think it was in this one
Awesome.
that I seen. I want to do this one.
I've
It
seen some in
is.
crochet that were like that, but you make like hexagons and then you sew the
I want to
hexagons
make
and
the
it
polar
makes.
bear.
Oh, that is neat.
And one good thing about it, it's got the instructions on how you've got to sew it up and everything. But this is the one I think's got the one in it that I want to make. Yes, I want to make the snake.
Oh, nice.
So I thought, what a good way, because I make squares, and how easy is it to make squares? So
Now, when you do amigurumis in knitting, do you like knit one row and purl the next row? Is that how you keep it tight?
I don't know. I went to do one that when my cousin was alive, she sent me a book. I got the head done quite well, but it was when I don't know what I did after that it went pear shaped, and I've never picked it up and done it again. But then when this book came from Thea, I thought, oh, I'm going to try again. But I'm guessing you would do like what you said. So remember old Humpty Dumpty?
Oh my goodness.
So I was thinking it would be like how you said it would go.
I would think just to keep the rows tight enough, because I would think if all you did was knit that it would be too loose. But
But it
maybe I'm
probably
thinking of it wrong.
but then it'd probably be like when I've done the trauma bears too. Because
Yeah.
that's just one straight knitting, and I
Hmm.
done those ones on a size 4mm knitting needle, which is, I think, is it a 6 US?
I don't know. I don't know the numbers. All I know is the millimeters.
Yeah, well, I use a 4mm knitting needle, which I think, because the pair that Dawn sent me, I had to throw out because I've used them that much and I've bent them that much. It wasn't funny. So I thought, yeah, I can't use them no more. So I'm sorry to say, but Miss Susan bait needles had to go in the bin. And I really liked them. They were really nice to use. But I think it depends on exactly what size needle they're asking. So, but I'm guessing maybe some of these are done on size 4mm needles. It doesn't
Okay.
actually say what size. Oh, yeah, yeah. One pair of size 4mm needles, and in brackets it's got number 8. So being a 4mm needle, you probably think it'd be a bit more tighter, I'm guessing.
Just going to give a little bit of a warning. We are having a massive storm here again, and
Yeah.
I have lost power twice in the last couple storms. So if the lights go out,
Yeah, we know that. See, you said, I know you want to try crocheting, Amy Lisa, eventually. So when I see the knitting books, you may like it. Like I am. You know what? I'm going to do that. But I still got the little bears that Thea sent me to turn into loveys. Dawn sent me the video to show me how to do it around the hair tie. And you know what? They've been sitting in my box for the I think Sia sent me over 12 months ago, and I still haven't done them. So she's knitted a gollywog rag doll, after a few years ago, and was just a normal knit. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna finish doing a couple of things, and I'm gonna make some of those toys, and they might even sell at the market. So, but I send the trauma bears with Eden. Bye, Eden, because she's going out soon. Oh yeah, she'll be going out in 4 minutes. So I send them to the hospital because I said to Eden, I'm just going to do the trauma bears. They getting them how they are. No faces, no nothing. Because last time I did the face, they were horrible. But Eden said, the quicker I'm taking them up, the quicker another volunteer's taking them home. She puts the faces on and brings them back.
well, there you go.
So I said, all
Teamwork.
right, she can do them. So, yeah. So I've done about 11 now.
Oh, that's awesome, honey.
Done the little ones and the bigger ones, and that. So, thought, well, that's one place that I can actually donate to. So, children don't like hospitals on the best of times. So, why not?
I mean, can you blame them?
And why are you taking your bag?
They're not mine, they're Lauren's.
Oh, okay. You just leave it unlocked, and I'll lock it in a minute. All right. She's going bowling.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So I thought, well, why not do it? Send them. I did them in a tan color, the Shiraz color. Didn't like the Shiraz when it came out in the teddy. And fawn, I think it was, I've done. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, I love, me, I love knitting. And where I can donate, where people can have them, I'd rather,
Especially the kids.
yeah. Yeah, and it's nothing worse because, Eden's always been in and out of hospital and still is in and out of hospital from the time she was born, and she'll be 32 this year. So, yeah, we know what that's like.
My baby turns 18 this year.
18. Wow. Well, Eden turns 32 in 16 days' time. And then when I put my nephew and niece, my baby niece, she's 30 in December. And my nephew turns 30. She's the first half. My nephew is 33 at the end of December. And I still remember the day he was born. They tried to tell me it was 8 pounds something born, and he only felt like a 6.5 pound born baby. But yeah, I still remember the day he was born. So
isn't it crazy how time just?
Oh no! Oh, I think, man, time flies. Now he's a dad, and his little fella now is 3, 2, 3. Thinking, my God, slow down.
Right.
I know. I'm getting older as it is, and I don't need, little babies making me feel older. My neighbour around the corner, her little grandson went to school this year. And I remember when he was born. Thinking, seriously? They just grow up so fast. You just let me know. Sally said, "Agree, slow down." Yes, please. I want them to slow down. You let me know when you need to go if the storm's going to keep going.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. My weather thing is going off. I think I better get off of this computer.
Yeah.
So thank you all for joining me. Thank you very much for coming up with me, Lisa.
Thank you for having me. Like I said, I wanted to be here a few other Tuesdays ago, but when things you've got to do it, you've got to do it. So.
Life
Hey,
comes first.
Angela. Hi, Angela. I didn't realize you were in.
Oh, Miss Angela, she always is. She's usually very close to being the first person here, if not the first person here. And
Yeah.
she always stays and lurks with me. And
She's 40 next year and she's going to be crying.
but
You're the baby of the group. Yeah, no. I like, every time Eden will say, "Have you read your messages on your video yet?" Go, "No, why?" She goes, "Hey, Lisa, I'm okay. How are you?" And I go, "Oh, yes, Angela's written. I better get into that video so I can see what she's written." I look forward to Angela's messages every time. Every
right.
time. She makes my day when I see her messages in there because I feel it feels how do you say special? And
Mm-hmm.
she makes you feel special.
She's very
Even though I
sweet.
haven't met her, but that's what it feels like. Like how you and I are. I feel, that special closeness with her. So, and that's it. But I'll let you go. I'm going to go down and make another hot drink because I think I'll need one before I go to this meeting because I know what's going to happen.
All right,
So
sweetheart.
I'm going to go and enjoy this meeting and, enjoy the coffee and then I'll enjoy this meeting, which will be at 1:00, which I don't know what time that would be for you. So
9:30 now, but we will see you all next time back on my channel again next week. So hopefully Mel will be able to join us. If not,
yes.
we'll do something awesome. Awesome, Angela. It's lovely to
Yay!
hear that. She was one of our winners on Thursday night. She was lucky enough to get a yarn that Miss Wanda purchased for someone. So
Oh, beautiful.
have
Beautiful.
a wonderful week, everybody. Until
You
next
too.
time.
We'll catch up with you. Bye. Thank you for having me, Bridget.